Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Okie dokie, it has been quite a long time. The episode 12 went up on the 22nd of July, I think, and I must have recorded it at least a couple of days before that, and it's currently the 5th of August right now. This won't be going out for a while because we've got to get some other stuff out first, but oh god. Oh, I'd forgotten about all of this for a bit. Okay, right, let me pause this for a minute, because we need to look around and we need to assess our situation. We also need to have a little chat. So the first thing I want to say above all else is that, firstly, I apologise if you'd been enjoying the series and it had been delayed for ages. Oh yeah, we were doing this when we... Oh yeah, and all the natural gas came out, I remember. All the natural gas seeped out down here. I remember now. Yes, I apologise if you'd been enjoying the series. When was that? It's alright, we've got this stuff, I suppose. And I just killed it where it was. It was kind of necessary for me to do that. Oh no, I can't do that, can I? I can't do that because it'll let all of this stuff come out down here, which isn't going to do us any good. When I finished editing the last video, episode 12, and I felt an enormous sigh of relief when I'd finished it. I finished editing the video and I set it to upload, and I just felt this enormous sigh of relief. I was so glad and so grateful that it was done, that it was over, and that I could just forget about this game for a little while, which was in and of itself a little bit sad. I never wanted this series to become that. I never wanted that to be the circumstance that we were in. I think the main problems that this series had was that it had been going for a long time, and it had been a very intense series. Because the episodes are long, obviously, they're longer than most of the videos I put up. They're some of the longest they put up even. It's a very thinking intense game. Most games are about doing things. This game is about thinking and planning and worrying. So it's quite a stressful game at times, which obviously is going to wear down on your brain cells at some point. What? You are not happy. Why are you still there then? Why don't you leave and go somewhere more pleasant? Oh no, I can't. Honestly, I'm trying to... Ah, here we are. Move to. Yes. Could you... No, you can't. Why can't you... There we go. For goodness sake. Oh no, the stress. Oh no, the stress. Oh well, this is nearly done. Yes, it's obviously a very intense series. It's a very difficult game to play. It's not an easy game under any circumstances whatsoever. And it's been going since the very beginning of the channel. Like, this was, I don't know, episode... the fifth video I ever uploaded onto this channel, and it's experienced all of the problems that the channel in general has. I've forgotten where all of the buttons are. I don't really want this to be at 8. I'd rather all of this was just a 7. Yes, this series has experienced all of the problems that the channel has more widely, and I would hope at least that it's improved along with the rest of the channel at a relatively equal rate. So it was draining on me a lot, and I did feel very relieved when it was over, and I'm very grateful that I did take a break from it. But I think it is time for it to come back for a little bit. Everyone is so sick and so ill. Why are these not working? Why are these not doing anything? What? Why is this not... Why are they not operating? I don't know. See, this is another thing about this game. I don't quite get how it works. There's an awful lot about this game that I don't understand. There's an awful lot about this game that I don't quite comprehend, as it were. How do I select that to be mopped? Can not select like a specific thing to be mopped? No, I suppose not. Okay. Okay, well, things aren't actually quite as bad as I remember them being. We've got a new shower system set up, which means we'll be able to get rid of all of this and repurpose this space, which also means they'll be showering nearer the quarters, which will reduce their commute times a little bit. Have we got ice? I get the feeling we haven't got any ice. No, we don't have any ice. That's a very serious problem that we need to deal with. Because without any ice, we don't have any temperature management, which means I'm going to have to set like all of this to be an 8 for the time being. High stress, broken buildings, no research focused. Yeah, we don't really have time for research at the minute. Well, I mean, I suppose we're researching this for want of a better word. How is our temperature management? So yeah, I'm going to try... Okay, it's not doing terribly. Could be worse. I'm going to take that as the situation that we've got right now. It could be worse. Food. Well, this food should be growing. So yeah, this food is nearly grown now, so it shouldn't be long until that's done. Who's starving? What? Who? What? Who? Who are we talking about? Oh, Stinky. Right. Stinky, where are you? Oh, I don't even know. Yes, I'm going to try and slow the series down a little bit. I'm not going to do it quite as regularly. I'm going to try and have slightly shorter episodes where I can. I'm not going to try and set such huge high hopes for each episode. I'm not going to try and make monumental progress. I'm just going to take things easy, and I'm going to accept the fact that people may die and this colony may die. And if they do die, it's not the end of the universe. It will be a very sad day, but it will not be the end of the universe. And we'll sorry, I realised I wasn't quite on the microphone there. We will try and... Oh, gosh, I hate how they're constantly walking through all the water. I wish they would mop it up. There we are, because when they're walking through the water, they're getting soggy feet, which gives them stress. But if they do that now, then they won't have the stress to deal with. Right, there we are. Now we can just reset all of that. There we go. Reset that as well. There, that's a bit better. That's at least reducing that problem somewhat. Okay. Okay, look, yeah, stress is going down. Good. High stress has gone down from 100% to just 84%. We haven't got this done yet, though. Because there's so many other jobs. I suppose this is the advantage of all the automation stuff. You can set certain jobs to be done on their own. I don't really know what you can do with the automation bits and bobs, because they're far too complicated for me to work out. Oh no, they can't access any of this, can they? They have to have a ladder. Have a ladder like that, I reckon, so they can actually access all of that. Oh, that's another job that they don't really have time to do. That on a 7, what's that? That's on an 8. Okay, what's our current amount of coal? How much coal have we got? 2.6 tons. Okay, that'll keep us going for the time being. We can forget about that for the time being. Something else that I've sort of been thinking about as the time goes by. Where's my summary page? Yes, here we are. What's this? Fascinating. Where is it? This. Okay, at the moment we're not actually doing a lot. During all of this period, like what looks like sort of cycle 25 to cycle 50, we were wasting huge amounts of power every day. And I don't quite know why. I don't quite understand how power gets wasted. I don't know if maybe you put power into a battery and then the power sort of naturally sort of bleeds off on its own. I don't know, can electricity do that? If it's not used, perhaps, and we've perhaps got too many batteries for the amount of usage that we've got, or is it because it's sort of bleeding out of overloaded power cabling? I don't know. I don't quite get how the power system works. I don't quite understand the mechanics behind all of that. But I certainly think that if we could avoid all of the power that we're wasting, we certainly wouldn't have quite so much problems with our coal demands. But hopefully, insufficient oxygen generation, by how much? By a minute amount. Well, I'm not infinitely concerned about that. These still haven't been built. That's because they're only on a 6. I can't put things on too high a priority because we've already got so many other jobs currently. I can't really bring in more people in order to do any work because I'm already very concerned about the whole food problem. Already very concerned about the whole food problem. also probably shouldn't be recording this on a day when I have quite a tight time constraint, but never mind. Right, okay. Hopefully, this looks like Lindsay to me. Yes. Oh. Everyone's sick, aren't they? Who's got diseases? Lindsay and Travaldo both have slime lung. Isn't good. High stress. Yeah, which probably means they're going to start encountering their stress response, whatever that is. I think most of the people are vomiters. I think I tried to avoid the destructive people and the overeaters because they're the really dangerous people, because they prevent you from being able to get on with your general bits and pieces. But no. In basic summary of my rambling rubbish. So they're coming down here to do this, and then they're just deciding that they can't do it anymore because, I don't know, it's just too nasty in here, too high pressure. I don't get why these aren't working either. Really? Terrariums reduce decor? You are kidding me. There's no way that's true. It is, they reduce decor, they don't give positive decor. That genuinely amazes me. I thought all plants gave decor. I thought a nice little green bush that gives you life-saving oxygen would make you happy, but no, apparently not. Apparently that's just not good enough for you people. Will anyone ever go and get any ice? Oh, and stress has gone straight back up again. Is it Lindsay? No, it's Travaldo and Stinky this time. Because they're trying to get on with jobs that are in very dangerous places, and they're constantly drinking this nasty oxygen. Yeah, see, every single time they try to go down there, they can't do it. It's really, really bad. But no, I think we must be prepared. We must be prepared for the possibility that one day. Can I put like a sweep on this because I'm sick to death and going down here? We must be prepared for this colony eventually to die, which we were talking about the series going since the beginning of the channel. This cot a stress pharmacy where? Oh no. Oh no. Well, I mean, there it don't really matter, but up here it does. I don't know how it got through this airlock if it can't get. Oh, Travaldo, I'm so sorry. I did consider restarting the series on a new colony. I did consider doing that. And to be honest with you, by the end of this episode, we may not have any option. Because I honestly do not see a way out of this. I just wish I had tablets. I wish I had curative tablets. I can't, like, tell you to get anything, can I? Net stress of 13. Oh my giddy arm. See, they're trying to go down there, but every time they go down, they just get more stressed, which means they're less likely to be able to go down there. It's not good. It's not good times. Oh, no. Yes, we may have to be prepared for this to be the last episode within the viral train wreck. And we're running out of food as well. And more of our plants are overheating. And we haven't got the ice that we need. Oh dear. But no, this colony has been going since pretty much day one of the channel, and evidently, you know, my designs, my ideas, my plans, they were not as expertly executed as they could because this game has been such a learning experience. I've learned an awful lot, and I've realised an awful lot about how to be efficient and how to be effective about this. So, oh, I don't know. I didn't realise to take the hats off when they go to bed though. That's kind of lovely. But I don't know. It's just a bit sad really, because I look at them and I realise that we've run out of food. And please tell me that when this comes in, we get some food. Yeah, but everyone's morale is going down. Everyone's morale is going down. Give you improved carrying, just for the fun of it, I suppose. Yeah, we've run out of food. Stress is still up. This still isn't finished. It's very nearly finished, but I don't even know if when you complete the research on this thing, that means it just then starts pumping the stuff out. I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I honestly don't know how that works. I don't know. And it's so sad, because I look at them. I look at them walking around, and I don't see the little smiles on their faces, and I don't hear the little happy noises they make. I don't hear any of that anymore. I just look at them and I see the sickness and the illness, and it's just not good, and the stress, and it's just very sad. It's just very sad to look at all of this and just see this horrible sadness, and know that we haven't any food, and we have much disease and much stress, and that quite possibly everybody is going to die. Please say we get some food. You're adorable, but at the same time, I can't really afford to have a person at the moment. Can I give anybody else the field the field research skill, just so that those two aren't going down there anymore? Oh no, because field research only comes after advanced research, and the two people who've got the advanced research skill have also got the field research skill. Oh dear, Lindsay, always the lifesaver of the colony. Okay, okay, oh, I thought we might finally be able to do that, but never mind. We've got a little bit of food, but not by much. That was the first stutter I've ever seen this game have. But I've whittled on about how amazingly well performed this game is, so I'll try to figure that out for the time being. See, this is what I want. I want these operations with a little bit of oxygen in there, just to make this environment a tiny bit more breathable for them, just so that they can actually go in there and have a chance of staying in there. Because they get in there and they're just not good. This is not a conductive environment for them. That's why those exosuits are a thing that exist. So that you can, well, I mean, that's so that you can go out into space, but I get the distinct impression if we could build some sort of environmental suit with a temporary oxygen tank in it. Oh, no, this is going to start raining down here as soon as they open these gates. I mean, look on the bright side, at least it hasn't fallen in here yet. Emphasis on the word yet. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm not doing anything. I mean, I'm not doing anything, but at the same time, I don't know what I can do. I don't know what there is that I can do. Let me disable this building for the time being, because we're not really using any more of the advanced wire. I suppose what I'm doing is I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting to see what goes wrong, because either we are all about to die, or there is a small possibility that everything will be alright. I mean, if this could get operating and get us power, then we could shut these machines down, and that would help a bit, because then they wouldn't be seeking coal, and they wouldn't be producing the heat right next to the farms, which would allow this area to cool off a little bit. While there would be heat being generated here, which would eventually seep up, but this area has got a lot of green in the middle of it, and it's not very yellow here, so it's much less warm here, you see, which should give us a buffer to absorb some of the heat before it gets up here, which would then probably mean it would heat our water, but our water is already at over 30 degrees, so to be honest with you, this couldn't do much worse, since this is actually colder than our water is currently, which is not great. But never mind. Oh, this is working. Yes? Dormant. Analysis complete. What? Completed their analysis and compiled their findings. Okay, how do I use this though? Highly pressurized geyser periodically erupts with hot natural gas. Improves decor. Really? This thing improves decor, but these don't. Active period 96 cycles every 144. Eruption. Eruption period 375. What? Next activity. What? Really? This thing won't be active for another 36 cycles? Okay, so remember when I said that either everything was going to be fine or everything was going to be ruined? We're kind of at the everything's ruined bit. Because I was under the distinct impression that this geyser wasn't operating, but that it would operate like this. This produces constantly. See? Ah, it doesn't. I see. That's what the research is for. I see. This entire time when I'd been observing this thing, when we busted down here, the natural gas escaped. That's why it's all up here now. And then it wasn't producing any more. And I thought the idea was you had to go and analyze it in order to either possibly find the right conditions so that you could build a conductive environment for it so that it would erupt, or that it would just, you know, it wouldn't erupt until you analyzed it because it's a video game. It wasn't, however, that case. What? I don't know what you're talking about. The food is literally right here. How much longer until my kiddos are better? Another 3 cycles. That's really not very good. So yes, it would appear that this thing only lets out gas every now and again. It doesn't permanently produce gas, which I suppose in a way would kind of break the game, but at the same time, how has all of this bad water been replaced with good water? I'm confused by that, but never mind. I assumed it would infinitely produce it. Like how slime just infinitely produces polluted oxygen. Or this thing seemingly produces an enormous amount of salt water. I kind of assumed that's how it would work, however it would seem that that's not the case. It only erupts periodically, not infinitesimally. Well, I mean it does do it infinitesimally, but so infrequently that the amount of gas that it produces is not enough to keep us powered until we're done. Or rather, until it's done recharging itself. Which isn't great, because to be honest, I was holding an awful lot of hopes on that geyser. An awful lot of hopes on that geyser. It now also strikes me, having understood that condition operates with the gas geysers and the water geysers, it seems very likely that is also the case with the oil wells, which we still haven't found any evidence of. So... oh great, now someone else has got disease. Who's got disease now? Oh my poor kiddo. It's going to take you 3.5 days to recover. Because of all this polluted oxygen. Because these things haven't been built. I honestly do not know what it is that these things need, but whatever it is, I want you to get on with it, because frankly, I'm a bit sick of it. There we are. They needed sand and they weren't getting any. Right, now they're getting sand, which should hopefully help them get rid of a little bit of this. Because hopefully with the deodorizers going, it'll improve the air quality. Somebody else has got a disease. It'll improve the air quality, and then they'll not get as many diseases, and they'll be drinking in better oxygen, which will be... what is that? Polluted water. Why is there just a tiny bit of polluted water there? And it'll reduce their stress somewhat. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I honestly don't know. There just is not... I tell you what the main problem is. The main problem above all else is the commutes. And not just the length of the commutes, number of commutes. We've got so many just standard jobs. Just emptying terrariums, putting water in terrariums, taking polluted water and putting it into this bottle emptier, using the fans, fixing the wire, producing the food, using the showers, using the bathrooms. All of it is just putting such a strain on our manpower that we don't have time to do anything else, because I don't know how to fix this. I genuinely do not, because look, these are at 7s and they're still not doing it because they're having to focus on everything else that I've told them to do. And don't get me wrong, these are important. Temperature management, food production, they're the basics, but they should be the basics that take up some of our time, leaving us with some extra time that we can then use to expend on more important things, like keeping everything mopped. And right now I see only a couple of different options for solving this problem. Either bring in more people, which obviously isn't possible because that would require even more food, and I don't know how nobody has died yet. I'm honestly shocked about that. Other than that, I don't know what to do. We can't sacrifice these terrariums because we need oxygen. We can't sacrifice the temperature because we need the plants for food. We can't sacrifice coal collection because we need the power for everything else. I just honestly don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what to do because we are so far beyond any point that could possibly be described as okay. This place is such an inefficient mess. These designs are so improper that it just isn't. I don't honestly know if it's possible. I don't even think some of the best... I'm not even sure if one of the best players of this game could fix this at this point. It's just so not right that I generally... I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's anything I can do other than wait and hope and pray that just somehow fate will be kind and we will not die a horrible death. But I don't see that we have that option at the minute. There goes our coal. Oh gosh. Yep, there goes our coal. I'm surprised salt is considered a consumable ore. Food? Thank the stars. Okay. That is at least one crisis averted. We can at least, if nothing else, stop worrying about the food for 5 minutes. Okay, right, let me quickly go around with some priorities and just see what I can fix on this. What is the temperature situation here? Getting better. We're getting greener, but then again that's probably because these things aren't operating right now. But then again they're going to start operating again just as soon as all of this coal comes back in. So I mean, you know, we've got some food. Insufficient oxygen generation by 10 kilograms. I can live with that. I can't exactly tell them to do any more, can I? Oh dear. And it annoys me because I can see what they're doing and I know that it could be more efficient. I can see little ways and big ways in the things that they're doing and the tasks that they're undertaking, and I look at them and I think, if I'd done this differently, if I'd made this decision instead of that, if I built this here instead of there, I know that none of this would be going on. Which, you know, is fine. This is the first time I have played this game. This is my very first colony. But at the same time, I haven't done this well. I haven't done this well, I haven't done this smart, and I haven't done this efficiently. At all. And I worry that currently I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for people to die. And that eventually they are going to die, and then I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just restart. Which is fine, you know, I honestly think we would have a more productive and a more fun time, and games are supposed to be fun at the end of the day. As much as society would like you to think otherwise. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. It just annoys me that so many people in this day and age seem to forget the fact that games are meant to be fun. Like, it's fine if games are tough. You know, like some people might describe Dark Souls as being, you know, a very tough game that's made for the sake of being tough, and, you know, it's like a test of your abilities. That's fine, but at the end of the day, it's still fun. Why would you play it if you don't enjoy it? Surely the whole point of you playing a difficult game is because you enjoy the difficulty and you enjoy getting over the challenge. That's why I don't play really difficult games, so I don't get a lot of joy out of getting past challenges. I just think, good, this chore is now done and I can get on with my life. So, I don't know. I feel like this is going to be more fun when the new colony begins, and that will be soon. I don't know when it's going to be. It's probably going to be the next episode, if I'm honest. In fact, yes. I am going to make a decision which some of you may disagree with, some of you may think finally, others of you may think no, don't do this. I'm going to let this one rest. I'm going to save the game. Probably Dead Incorporated is going to be saved. And in the next episode, which I'll probably do later today, we will start a new colony, new people, and we will do this well. We'll do it. What is this machine? I'd like this machine. This machine looks good. This machine looks like it's like some kind of cooling, which sounds like it would be much better than these accursed icy fans. But anyway, in the next game, in the next video, we'll start a new colony, and we will attempt to correct all of the mistakes that we have made, or that I have made, in this colony. The viral train wreck crashed, and it's over now. I might come back to it one day, like in the far-flung future. I may come back to it and try and do it again and see if we can possibly save it, or just possibly to give us some closure on it. I don't know. But we'll start a new colony, we'll do it properly, we'll do it again, and hopefully it'll be much more efficient. The videos will probably be a little bit more summarised as I cut out obviously bits that we've done before and that aren't very interesting anymore. But that's the next episode. I'm sorry that we did literally nothing in this video apart from you listen to me yabber on about depressing rubbish for about half an hour, but never mind. I hope it served some sort of purpose. Thank you very much for joining me. May the viral train wreck rest in peace. It lasted so much longer than I ever thought it could have, and we made so much more progress than I ever thought we would. But thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and